Hey there guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. This is the Basinger.
And MiscDan64.
And there is, of course, once again, another Grand Prix that is upon us.
Yep. This time it's Spyro and friends.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this one in particular, I am very much looking forward to.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, like, out of the two games between Crash and Spyro, I think I enjoy Spyro more.
I would honestly say the same, if not for just how open everything feels.
Oh yeah.
Whereas Crash is more of a linear platforming experience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's simple, but it's charming.
For sure. I'd still recommend playing either or games, so yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yes!
Alright, so of course we gotta enhance our bonuses.
Yep. Gotta have all the tools we need.
Yep. Okay. I think that is as much as I can. I don't have the Dark Spyro costume unfortunately yet, but...
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm definitely wanting to get that eventually, along with actually beating gold on this Grand Prix for once.
Ah.
I'm actually setting to plan myself to actually unlock everything I can for this Grand Prix, and hopefully I actually follow through for that.
Fingers crossed, anyway.
Oh yeah. Now, you've already unlocked everything by the time we're recording this.
At the time of this recording, yeah, I have unlocked everything on PlayStation. Still looking to finish up on Switch, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm always switching between... I'm always going between the two every chance I can.
Yeah, funny story about PlayStation, by the way. You know the four face buttons on the front, right? The traditional square, triangle, circle, and what's the fourth one exactly called again? It's like
X.
Blue type. It's the color blue. It kind of looks like an X, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a debate
lately there's where
that
called the cross for some reason. I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah. Specifically, I want to say like PlayStation UK and PlayStation America has been going on with the debate as well, but I think they're also on the same stance as well, right?
I think.
Which, I mean...
All I know for sure is that that does not look like a cross sign to me.
Yeah, like whenever I think of a cross,
I don't know where that's
think of
coming
like
from.
plus sign, personally. I never think of like the X shape at all when I think of cross.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair on PlayStation, if the fact that we're calling everything else square, triangle, and circle, it kind of makes sense that it is a kind of a shape name, right?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, Sony has said in the past that it was an X button. So, I'm not sure why 20 years after that they all of a sudden say, oh no, it's cross now.
Weird.
Yeah, like if you play, I believe the original Spyro, they did refer to it as an X button.
Yep. All the buttons in the past Spyro games were very specific to the system it was on.
Oh yeah.
Press X to jump, circle to fire, square to charge, and triangle to hover and look all around.
Oh yeah. And it's not just Spyro
that was
that's
the standard
doing it. It's
back in
also,
the day.
I believe, Ratchet and Clank did at one point as well. Same thing for Sly Cooper.
Ah, did they?
And those are the only ones that come out of my mind. There might be more examples I can think, but I couldn't think of any right now.
Yeah, I gotcha. Nowadays, with everything being on all platforms, we can't really do that sort of thing anymore.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of like, I think they realized that the X button debacle is really confusing, especially since every other console has the X button. So that's why they're trying to distance themselves by saying it's a cross instead of an X. But
yeah,
we've been saying X like forever now. It's kind of weird to all of a sudden just change it, you know?
Yeah, it's like we're so used to the standards of our time, and for now they're just going up and switching things around, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah. It just feels like... It's like if you had like a child and he or she legally changed their name. I'm not sure if that's a good comparison, but like that's a comparison I thought of. It's like
not
you're so used
exactly,
to,
but I think I get what you're trying to get at.
yeah, it's like you're used to calling someone a certain name, but then all of a sudden they like change it, and it's like, okay, do I have to call you that, or is it okay if I call you the old name?
Yep.
Torched.
Yeah, it's like, what gives? We're so used to everything being the way it was.
Yeah. So when we're given something completely different, it's like, I don't know. In a way, we kind of feel like cavemen.
Yeah, it's just so out of left field too.
Yeah. Although I do like one of the Twitter posts that I looked into, calling instead of saying X square triangle circle, the funny tweet was the X represents no pizza, circle represents pizza, the square represents a pizza box, and the triangle represents a pizza slice.
Wow, that's one way of looking at it.
Yeah. And I've also heard a lot of different interpretations of what buttons it actually is, because I know one friend particularly call the square button a box button and the circle button an O button. So
Wow.
there is some like different interpretations with that as well if you really think about it.
Yep. Boils down to preferences.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing I want to like display when it comes to this debate is like just be comfortable with what you're saying instead, because like you don't have to change your viewpoint because of what other people think. Just do it what you feel comfortable with saying, which is why I'm still gonna call it X regardless of what Sony says, even if it is the official pronunciation. Yeah, that was an interesting week for Sony.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Lots of
Back
memes,
to the
lots
game.
of jokes.
I'm gonna let you take the win this time.
Alright. Is it the last two first achievement? Or,
friend or foe.
oh.
Where you have to win a race against a friend.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Yeah, because I don't remember if there's, like, still any Nitro points for, being in last place and then going into first place for this one yet.
Nah, not this time.
Okay.
There's not even a Grand Prix Dominator challenge, I've noticed. So they've definitely switched things up this time.
Oh, yeah. Now, by the time I'm still recording this, I've yet to unlock any trophy.
Yep, I've noticed.
Yeah, he's, difficult. Like, I want to say I'm either quarter or halfway through with most of the trials, but...
Yeah, you'd have to face all 31 tracks. You don't have to worry about any of the bonus tracks we get with each Grand Prix.
Okay, yeah, so that's good. We don't have to worry about the bonus tracks, just the first original 32. That being said, I hate
all the
Thunderstruck.
tracks from... Oh, you too, huh?
Yeah, Thunderstruck is like... Oh my goodness. I'm able to be like almost completely bossy, or at the very least like barely. But Thunderstruck, I always fail in for some reason.
Wow, man.
That's probably my least
it's
favorite
like
stage
those
too,
turns
so
are just hard to execute no matter what style you're playing with.
Yeah, and I noticed like whenever we're playing, anyone's playing online, no one votes for Thunderstruck, ever.
Same with Dragon Mines.
Yeah, and Dragon Mines as well. Although I did beat Entropy. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, that was weird.
Oh, right. If you even so much as touch the corner, it will definitely send you right back.
That was a very interesting corner.
Yeah, that's a pretty tight jump to make. But it's possible if you're playing with the right character stat.
Yeah.
Or timing your jump perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, being able to like discover a whole lot of shortcuts after watching a lot of races and speedruns.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of secrets to go off to with Spyro Circuit.
Yeah.
What you see is pretty much straightforward.
Oh yeah. Speedruns in particular, of course, like always a fun blast to watch through.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And apparently
If the music
characters that most likely lose are any of the very speedy characters. So I've been seeing a lot of time style.
Yep, for games like this, advanced characters are definitely the people you want to go to if you're really all for playing like God tier and everything.
Oh yeah. Now, that being said, why
I mean,
is
if you
Spyro
want to
an
get
advanced
really
character?
Want to know why? And I completely forgot about this until I did my research. You know how Spyro was previously in the Game Boy version of Nitro Kart?
Game Boy version of Nitro Kart? Really?
Yeah, he was. He was a secret character in that game, and you could unlock him by clearing the story mode with Crash Team.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, his stats, as far as that game is concerned, are his speed and acceleration is all maxed out, but his turning is like around halfway. So he was like one of the second best characters in Nitro Kart on the Game Boy.
Oh wow. That's interesting.
Yep, and I think they took note of this and carried it on over here in that regard.
Would that also kind of explain why Nessie Nork is the slowest and turns the best? Or did they just need to balance the characters out?
I don't know. I've heard many people questioning why Nasty is a speed character, is a turning character all in all. It's a very weird decision as far as I know, but I'll take what I can get with this.
Yeah.
Though I've noticed a pattern with the first villain from each game, like a Ripperoo and Crunk from Nitro Kart, they're always the slowest characters in the game. For some reason.
Oh yeah, that actually makes sense because I guess since they're the first boss battle, then they have to be like the easiest.
In the way we're wording it, yeah. I would have preferred things a little bit differently, but it is what it is. I mean, if they're gonna make Spyro speed, it's very questionable to make the very first big bad of the game a handling type.
And Hunter's just chilling there being average.
Yep, he's an all-around.
Have they hinted at what's to come after the Spyro Grand Prix, or have there been news on that?
There has been some hearsay that the next Grand Prix after this is definitely going to go out to Nina Cortex.
Ooh, so Crash Team Racing.
Yeah. You remember that girl from Twin Sanity?
Yep, I remember.
Cortex's niece, supposedly?
Yep. Or...
Yep, she's pretty much next in line.
Okay, so that makes sense. So that would probably narrow it down to...
October being a more Halloween-themed track.
Oh yeah, that actually makes a lot more sense too, since Halloween and Nina kind of looks spooky
right.
in a way.
Yeah, they definitely want to go all out and make something like incredibly eerie, similar to Academy of Evil from Twin Sanity. At least that's what people are hoping for.
Makes sense. If we were to follow
yeah, I would definitely love to see what they do with the next one. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what's next after this.
I'm really liking the fact that it's also like a monthly basis as well.
Yep, and we've got plenty of time to clear all the challenges too.
Oh yeah. Now I'm not. I think you showed me like pics or like links to how you can unlock the Grand Prix items even after they're done with, or?
I don't think I have. I was mainly just sharing my progression overall.
Oh.
But after the Grand Prix is over, you could definitely fill up the meter with Lumpa coins. It doesn't really affect the leaderboard or anything. They're basically just there if you don't have a lot of time on your hands.
Okay.
And would much rather get everything right out the gate.
Okay, yeah, because I'm wondering, like, if it's, like, even after a Grand Prix is done, can you actually get the things that you failed to unlock back? Or not?
Well, of course you can.
Yeah.
Now we have the option to, right after every event is said and done.
Okay.
You just pay the amount of Lumpa coins required, and you pretty much get everything from the Nitro gauge.
Okay, alright.
Note that the payout decreases based on how far you are. So the higher you are, and as far as tier progression is concerned, the lesser you're going to pay for what's left in store. Which I really like that touch.
Yeah.
And I definitely hope you have a lot of coins in stock, because it'll definitely vary based on how far you are.
Yeah, I've been saving a lot of coins and mostly been reserving them for like costumes, I want to say.
Ah, good idea.
Yeah, especially since like you pretty much get like a multiplier bonus with the Nitro points if you manage to get a specific character with said costume.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, like this month, this time it goes out to Polar and Komodo Joe, even the norms from Nitro Kart, interestingly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they were in that bundle with Nasty Nork, tying in with being mean and green and all that.
Mm-hmm. One thing I actually really like about Spyro, and it could be Hunter as well, but
yeah,
when you get the invincibility, it's actually Sparks that you travel with when you get the invincibility, rather than Aku-Aku or Uka-Uka.
Oh yeah, that pretty much affects every Spyro character you see. So this speaks true to Hunter, Spyro, and even Nasty Nork. Weirdly enough.
That is very interesting, and I definitely do like that reference as well.
Yeah, I love touches like this.
I see you're trying to experiment with every character as well.
Yeah, just making sure we get at least everyone in on this.
Oh yeah.
Just like last time.
Mm-hmm.
Want to make sure everyone is accounted for. Don't know if you noticed the new skin I used for Coco back there, but
I believe
yep,
that was
this Grand Prix
Coco
also gives her a
costume,
bonus too.
Right?
Yep, Evil Coco and Evil Crunch.
That has to be a reference towards the Entrenched Let's Play that we did. Or going to do.
Kinda.
By the time this
yeah,
uploads.
it's definitely based on a later game. I established this while we were playing Entranced, but the Evil Crunch and Coco incarnations you're seeing are definitely based on Crash's later years. If you check out Crash Mind Over Mutant, there's a plot similar to this, where Cortex basically plans to hypnotize the entire island and turn them into monstrous beasts for his own well-being. He's actually got Embryo in on this too, but the general gist is that they send out these special NV goggles to everyone in Wumpa Island. It doesn't affect Crash because, you know, he's lightheaded and all. He's too dumb for this sort of thing. But Crunch and Coco fall victim to this trap, and the end result is exactly what you're seeing in this Grand Prix. Yeah, so that's something to think about and something to hold on to for if we ever come across those games at some point.
Oh yeah, and to be fair, I still need to hunt down a copy of those games as well if I can.
Yep, all that's left in the mainline series is Crash of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant. But I'm really surprised they even acknowledge these games in particular. Because everything we've seen has been pretty much contributing everything in the past couple years of the Crash series. They've thrown all sorts of cameos and Easter eggs here and there, whether it be through costumes and stuff that's going on in the background of every track. It's all very nice. I love stuff like this.
Oh yeah. Oh, whoa, that Nitro came out nowhere.
Oh boy. Careful for that.
Yep. I feel like, oh, it's that, oh, it's a corner again.
Yep.
Okay, so when you go
Have
inside
to make
those
sure
portals,
you've
are you
got-
like predestined in a specific position? Or is it like where you're facing changes your position?
Pretty much predestined in the way that you're going to be going the same route.
Okay, so I figure there's also no way for me to avoid that Nitro then, because it was literally like the bottom once I land. be set up for like obvious traps, I think.
Man, I got torched.
I do like the layout of this track in particular.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've definitely shown that they could definitely go all out for Spyro just as much as they have Crash.
Mm-hmm.
All those special warps and transitions from Hyperspace Ray really paid off here.
Oh yeah.
Because they're definitely doing the same exact thing. And for a Spyro themed track, it definitely works with all the portals and everything.
Mm-hmm. Since the portals also like are similar to how like you enter and exit through levels as well.
Yeah. Now from here, I'm just switching up the tracks just so I could help you out with certain challenges you've yet to beat.
All right. Is there a way for me
That'll
to
probably be
check
how we
or-
wrap things up here.
Hold on. Is there a way for me to check how much I need? Okay, there it is. Daily. Let's
Yeah.
see here. Lots of stuff.
I'm focusing on the weekly stuff.
The weekly stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff like Track Adventurer.
Oh wow, mirror mode. That's gonna screw my brain up.
Yeah.
Complete
This
full-
Grand Prix also encourages you to play mirror mode,
Oh yeah.
which is definitely very interesting. I love that they're really spicing things up with what we could do every month.
Yeah. All right.
So the Track Adventurer challenges involve you racing 12 laps on Slide Coliseum and Turbo Track,
All right.
which basically boils down to 4 races each.
Okay. You can't set individual laps in this game, or
Yeah, they count every lap you play.
okay.
Because they do these sort of challenges where you have to race certain laps with different characters. It's the same thing here.
You know, funny thing we should mention about the whole Sony debacle. Nintendo technically kind of has a cross-looking one as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
A, B, X, and Y.
well, not that specific. I'm talking about the plus button.
Oh, right.
Because
The pause button.
that's what I think of when I think of a cross.
Yep, that counts.
Yeah.
It's either a cross or a plus sign to, you know, whoever sees it that way.
Yeah. That's what I think of when I think of crosses. Makes sense too, since like in Christianity, the cross is like a plus-shaped sign, right?
Right.
And you could kind of consider the D-pad a cross.
Well, it depends on what you're playing on exactly.
Yeah. I think it's mostly Nintendo system that has like the cross-shaped D-pad, right? Because unless you're the Xbox One,
The GameCube had this.
yeah, the GameCube had it, the Wii's remote control had it, the Wii U had it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Game Boy
all
too.
their D-pads have been cross-shaped so far. Whereas like with PlayStation, there's always like a dip in the middle, I think. So it looks like the 4 D-pads are like 4 individual buttons.
Uh-huh.
And well, Xbox
That's
is
always
just all
how
over the place.
that's always how it's been.
Ooh.
Man, I
Yeah,
got
4 races on
torched.
this track.
Uh-huh. That's 3 laps already.
Oh yeah. It doesn't give us as nearly as much points as Spyro's track.
Yeah, 43. Spyro Circuit gives you about 48.
Mm.
So it really boils down to, again, what I've been
is
theorizing for.
Did you have fun in the match you just
Yeah,
played?
the fun survey's back.
Huh. I guess you could do this real quick.
You can either say, yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's just they're just you know, fill in the gap
Yeah.
or something.
It kind of reminds me of
Yeah,
those,
they
like,
pop up
iPhone
every
apps
once
where,
in a
like,
while just to check on you.
Yeah. Well, another news, by the time we were recording this, the Nintendo Direct was out.
Ah, yeah, definitely check that out too.
Yeah. Definitely.
I think what really sold the show was one. Yeah, that Meat Gunner outfit was all it took for the internet to really explode.
Oh yeah. It definitely caught me.
I don't
off
think
guard, for
anyone
sure.
was ready for that.
No one was ready. I felt. It's like it came out of
Nope.
nowhere too. It's like as soon as we heard the music, it's like, wait, what's happening? And then when he showed up, it's like everyone freaked out.
Yeah, they're doing this. What a show stealer.
Yeah. What made me like surprised even further is the fact that Toby Fox actually went into Sakurai's house to play Smash.
Wow,
Yeah,
that was an honor right there.
I know. Like what I wouldn't do to like have the honor to play Sakurai. So,
Yeah, this dude's living the dream.
oh yeah.
Happy for him.
Not only that, but he's also like developing music for that Game Freak game, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Little Town Hero, but it's another Game Freak game that it's coming out this October, I want to say.
Little Town Hero. It sounds familiar. I know the minute I saw it, it definitely grabbed my eye. I definitely want to try that out at some point.
Oh yeah, it looks like another cute RPG that I would enjoy.
Yeah, it looks good enough.
Like, I enjoyed Nitro-Fueled, which was also on Switch. So I was like, I'll give this game a shot as well. I haven't played the sequel to Nitro-Fueled yet though, so I want to give that a try sometime.
And as we established, the SNK leak was confirmed in that exact direct.
Oh yeah.
The only real difference was we were not expecting Terry, of all people, to join the battle.
Yeah. Whoa, that was a close one.
Yeah, I was aiming for the TNT.
But yeah, the SNK leak was, well, it kind of was obviously real because Nintendo is the one that leaked it, but yep, it's confirmed that it is Terry Bogard. And South America is shitting themselves with excitement.
It looks like they're pleasing everybody across the board with Smash Ultimate.
Oh yeah, with Banjo-Kazooie for like us Westerners, the Hero from Dragon Quest for the Japanese, and King of Fighters and Fatal Fury is very big in South America.
Yeah, wasn't Joker wasn't Europe pleading for Joker as well?
I think so. I'm not entirely too sure though, but I want to say if not, then Bayonetta definitely like was #1 in the ballot for Europe.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Yeah, we definitely got through that bridge.
I feel like the only DLC character that no one wanted was Corrin though.
Yep, I've heard many complaints regarding Corrin.
Yeah.
It's like, yep, just another Fire Emblem rep.
Yeah, and as much as I do enjoy the Fire Emblem games, like I feel like unless
like
you
one
give
too many now.
Specific lord that has different weapons or different abilities, it's gonna be very hard to make any of those characters distinguishable.
Yep, there's far too many sword fighters in that regard.
In that regard, I really also don't want to imagine Byleth, the main character for Three Houses, in the game as well. Even though I do think that game is really good.
Yep. I mean, it's bound to happen either way.
But I think we forgave Roy and Ike because they were first timers in the game. So yeah. But then once I think Lucina came around,
yep,
that's when we figured, like, okay, there's a lot of too many enemy sword characters here. We gave Robin a pass because he had the very least used
really
magic,
pushed.
Yeah.
Yep, he's the most distinguished of all of the Fire Emblem.
Or she, because
reps.
you get to pick either gender.
Yeah, Robin's the avatar character.
Last one there's a Nork.
You could definitely say the same for Corrin, but yeah, it's mostly more of the same.
Like, although her dragon ability is unique, I don't think that's distinguishable enough because she's still a sword fighter.
Whoa!
Like,
yep.
As a fan of
just turning into a
Fire Emblem, I think a character that would stand out a lot more would be Hector. But I also know that he's not as popular compared to every other Fire Emblem character, so.
Yep, they're just gonna go with the more iconic people you'd come to expect.
And unfortunately, the most iconic ones are the ones that utilize the sword.
Right.
That's why we got Chrom as well.
You know, opens up even more problems.
And I'm probably gonna get castrated for that because Mello absolutely loves Chrom.
Maybe you could beat me if you stop dragging your feet.
I mean, in fairness, I was rooting for the guy too, but look where we are now. Shame, really.
There's also a meme going around that Terry Bogard looks like the father of the Pokemon trainer.
I mean, I kind of see it, but not really.
It's like red cap, red jacket.
I mean, they wear
denim jeans. Close enough?
Yeah, they're mostly wearing the same kind of outfit, but I don't know. I think that's too far of a stretch.
Yeah,
to
that's
make.
also like saying that Mario is similar to Pokemon Trainer because of the red hat and denim jeans, or well, blue outfits as well, or Ness, or who else has a red cap in Smash Bros? It's only those four right now, right? Because I can't think of any at the current moment.
I think so.
Unless you really want to stretch Luigi's pink outfit.
No, I think we're going for
actual characters,
just the main colors out overall. Yeah, alternate skins don't count into the equation.
Last one there's a Nork.
I really lost track. Is this the fourth race?
Yeah.
So after this is the turbo track, right?
Yeah. So long as we actually complete 12 laps, that's all that really matters.
And that should count since the game doesn't like end as soon as one player like finishes the race. You have a 30-second leeway.
Yeah.
Which I think we've been doing so far, so we should be good. Actually, more than good.
Yeah.
We've been very close so far.
Oh, we have.
Whoa!
Ooh, man, that was a close bomb.
Hold your horns. Here comes Spyro.
So talking about skins, I really like the colors they went for Spyro here.
Oh yeah, since they're all like references to his superpowers and his dark form.
Yeah. The Super Flame and Ice Breath are definitely based on the powers we've seen throughout the trilogy. The Dark Spyro skin is a more interesting case. I'd say it's a double reference. One being the Legend of Spyro trilogy, which is where the character of Dark Spyro originated from, and from the Sky, and also the Dark Spyro variation from the Skylander series. Yep, it's the same colors too, dark and silver.
Yeah, I think I was researching on Dark Spyro when I was coming up with the Activision Smash Bros. Video, which I've still yet to finish. I really do need to get back to
looking forward to that
eventually.
Yeah, I really like that they're taking little stuff like this and implementing it into Spyro as we know him now.
I'd say this.
How many more races do I have? Okay, 9 more races to unlock them.
Just gonna switch things up here.
Shreki card body. Do I have that? I might need to unlock that.
Yeah, stuff like this are mainly for matchmaking. Don't think it really counts if you're playing with friends.
Alright.
Now to finish this off, we've got 12 laps to meet in Turbo Track.
Wait, today's the 8th, right?
The 8th.
So the first part of Crash Team Racing should actually be uploaded by now.
Yep, I've noticed. Yep, I saw it as soon as I was checking my feed.
So yeah, it's definitely out by the time we're recording this. And since I work on like a 4-day interval schedule, unless I finish the game, then there should be like at least 1 episode per week. Sometimes 2 episodes per week.
Looking forward to that.
Last one there's a north.
Whoa, I already got the blue fire.
Yep. Every turbo pad you come across gives you blue flames.
And this section is probably the weirdest part to maintain that blue flame.
Yep. Definitely what makes Turbo Track a real low point.
Like we got all these turbo bars, but without.
How is anyone supposed to make those sharp turns? Unless you know how to U-turn and really maintain all that speed you've acquired, then that's what makes this track feel impossible.
I want to know if there's like a way to just completely.
I mean,
skip
it's doable.
all that zigzaggy area.
Yeah, it's doable for sure, but yeah, you really want to be careful treading on this particular section so you don't bump into any walls or anything that'll slow you down.
Even, like braking ruins your fire as well. So.
Yeah, you touch a wall, you lose all your flame. You get hit by an incoming missile or an object running towards you, you lose the flame. Even if you so much as brake, you lose all the flame you've acquired. Don't know if you're aware of the reserve system going on in the background, but for every time you're power sliding and combining that with all the turbo pads you come across, that definitely adds on to the speed you're making.
And look, I just looked at the layout.
That really makes
I think it is possible. It's just really tight in order for you to review it.
Oh, it is.
Because I actually managed to try and turn around like once in one loop, but as soon as I get to the second loop, that's when I was like, I have no idea what to do afterwards.
If you stop dragging your feet.
That's 3 laps right out of the gate.
God, only 3,000 nitro points left for silver to be done. Bronze is always the easiest thing to get because you don't need too many points in order to unlock it. Once you hit gold, that's where you really need to start grinding, I think.
It's always gold where it gets
Yeah,
the toughest.
especially if it's a costume you really, really want.
Yeah, like silver tier, you could definitely beat in a good amount of time if you're like trying really hard.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I was able to reach from bronze to gold in a day's worth. That alone should show you how dedicated I am to this.
Are there like any Crash Team Racing tournaments going on?
Not that I'm aware of, but I do know it was played in a tournament at least once.
I know Activision's currently having like a speed run marathon or a speed run contest for us. Ignited Trilogy?
Yeah, there's definitely a challenge going on for Spyro going on at the moment. All you have to do is submit your highest score in Sunny Flight and hope you get the grand prize that comes out of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm that dedicated enough to do that, but that's definitely something for very hardcore fans to play through.
Yep, and I've seen the scoreboards too. They roughly go up to about a minute or so. I mean, this is the first flying level we're talking about. It's just really a matter of how fast you're able to beat it.
Oh yeah!
God, yeah, very tight.
Uh-huh.
Last one there's a north.
Oh, did you dodge all of that?
Did I
Yeah,
actually?
I like spammed 3 different bombs on you and you managed to like avoid all of them. Wow. That was
Man, I got
Yeah, I got
torched.
really lucky
pretty
back
pro of
there.
you.
I'm always cautious of my surroundings for the most part.
Any plans on this coming to the PC?
Not that I know of, at least for now. I don't know if there's gonna be like any definitive editions like when everything is said and done either. For now we're just rolling with the cards and whatever happens we just make do with it. Yeah, that's the thing I really admire about this Grand Prix. They're making the challenges actually challenging but very doable.
Oh yeah.
Bonus points is that it always feels like you're doing something different every day, whether you're showing off a certain character online in matchmaking, playing with a certain cart, or a different matchup, or even making shortcuts on different tracks every day.
Okay, you didn't dodge that bomb though.
Yep, nice aim.
Wall, dang it.
Oh.
Whoa! Super
mini map, Nasty North kind of looks like Spyro if he's looking down. Yeah, like
Yep.
his teeth.
This color variation is Spyro purple after all.
It's kind of weird because like his teeth kind of looks like Spyro's eyes, and his horns looks like Spyro's horns. So I'm just, for some reason I look at him, I think, oh, that's Spyro, but it's not. Oh, nice shot.
Nope. It's really disorienting.
Yeah. I got the same feeling when, like back when I was playing Melee and I was looking at Fox's stock icon. He's supposed to look rough, but for some reason I thought he had like a missing jaw or something like that.
Wow.
Like whenever we look at like tiny stocks, sometimes your mind interprets something differently.
Yep. Plays a whole different mind game.
Yeah. And then when you actually see the picture that's in full resolution, I was like, oh, so that's what it's supposed to look like. Yeah.
Yep.
It could also technically be the Switch's
You even
fault
get
as well,
that
since
just
it's
by
not as graphically intensive as the PS4 and Xbox One version.
Nah. Looks clean enough though.
Oh, almost. Like I said, it's Nasty North's purple costume just reminds me too much of Spyro.
Which is of course the intention. I feel like the other skins he's done. I think the highlight has to be Stone in Nasty North. Which I'm not sure if you've seen that one
I've
yet.
glanced through his costume so far, and I do know that his last costume gave him like red eyes and all that.
Yep, Magma Nasty.
Very menacing looking.
Which now that we're here, I don't think we've ever went over this yet. Between Spyro, between this Grand Prix and Back in Time, I definitely get the impression we're now getting 3 characters as opposed to the 5 we started with right out of the gate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Nitro Tour definitely started off strong, giving us ton of...
But like now it's starting to be a trend where we're only getting 3 characters per Grand Prix.
Which if this is going to be the norm, I don't really mind that as much. I think with the Nitro Tour, they really wanted to make sure they didn't leave anybody out. Yeah, because remember, they gave us Tona and all 4 trophy girls at once.
Oh yeah, and it would be weird to like include only 3 of the trophy girls rather than all 5, so it's like, yeah, you gotta include all of them, it just wouldn't be right. It's like now putting Mega Man in a Marvel vs. Capcom game away. I am never letting Capcom get away with that. I'm just...
No. They should know what they've done. But if 3 per Grand Prix is the norm we're getting, then yeah, I'm definitely cool with whatever follows.
I think, like I said, we've already gotten like all that we really need, honestly. For a 40-hour game.
For sure.
I kind of hate to say, I kind of hate to give Sonic the shaft, but I feel like this is getting more content than what Sonic has to offer in his racing game recently. And to my knowledge, no one
Team
is
Sonic
talking
Racing
about any
looks
of the
nice.
updates that he is getting. In fact, I don't even know if there's any updates to that game.
No, I don't know if there's going to be any either. And yeah, Team Sonic Racing looks nice, but it can only give you so much to do.
And it doesn't help the fact that the previous Sonic Racing games had way more content than what Sonic Team Racing has.
Yeah, they definitely went all out with Sonic Sega All-Stars Racing, and I actually like that. I actually like what they did there.
Although Sonic and All-Stars Racing had the advantage of owning of having other Sega properties in its license as well, whereas Team Sonic's like it's only Sonic characters.
Yep, it's just like doing what they've been doing for the last couple of years now. Now we've got Sonic in on it, and that's about it. A little underwhelming, but I can't really judge it too much, considering I haven't even touched the game yet. But based on what I've been seeing out of the game, it's really lacking in terms of content, I'm sure.
I mean, it can be a fun game. It's just I don't think I'm gonna nearly have that longevity and lifespan compared to Crash or even Mario Kart. And Mario Kart is still dominating even to this day. So.
Oh, it is. It just appeals to a more casual crowd. Whereas you can definitely tell CTR is gearing towards a more competitive crowd. And there you go. That's all the Track Adventure Challenges feat. Yeah, perfect time to close up here. We've already got almost an hour's worth fill.
For sure. So I guess the next time we record this game, it's going to be the next Grand Prix coming up next month.
Yep. I'll be sure to keep you posted on what follows.
Sweet.
If we ever see Nina, you'll hear of it.
And with that in mind, thank you guys so much for watching. This is The Basinger.
And MiscDan64.
Thanks for watching.